First Parish is about our calling one another to our best selves. And we do that by spending time with one another. We've got groups running economic justice programs. We have people talking about how they manage their own personal money. We have people coming and learning about Islam. We have people working with Sudanese women in our community. We have so much happening that we stumble over one another, and we can't fit in the building.
I've been here 44 years and I've seen the facility get to the point where it's become difficult to handle all of the program. We need to make some changes. We need to enlarge the areas that we have a lot of use, particularly for the youth group in our meetings and so forth.
My heavens, we need the room. The church is growing, the children's part is just crowded. Up to the point, I mean, you know, they're just passing and practically bumping each other.
Sunday nights in the building with other programs going on, we have groups literally meeting in stairwells, sitting in hallways. There's always a group that meets in the RE closet, supply closet downstairs, and there's one that meets at the top of the stairwell.
Coming to this church and this community has really affected my values and what I think as a person, and it in a very positive way.
8 weeks after I joined, my dad got really sick, and although I didn't know people very well, the entire community reached out to me, and it was the most amazing feeling.
I've grown a lot, and I've become a better leader, and I've become someone who's more confident.
And whenever I'm having a problem, I know I can count on these people, and they're always there for me.
It's just a very open, welcoming community. You really don't find anywhere else.
And to be a part of that and to be able to call this place a home and a place where I belong is pretty special.
It's really been such a great experience for them to be exposed to all the different curricula here, to make really, really good friends. And, you know, it's allowed us to make connections with other parents in the class too.
I love the youth in this congregation so much, and I love the way that the congregation holds them and supports them and sees the value in providing them with a really remarkable experience. And I think that contributing to the Meeting House campaign does that tenfold.
When I first started coming, I didn't even use a cane. You know, I had barely started coming when I lost my home and I had to move, and all these people just volunteered to back up and help me move. I was so touched by this love. And I've stayed because of the connection that I've made with this community. But I think many people are not able to come. I regularly encounter difficulties entering the building and leaving the building, not being able to cross over thresholds, getting stuck in the bathroom, needing a buddy. I can't go up the stairs. And so it's a matter of social sustainability to ease the difficulty in being here, to reduce the disability in our environment. It's not just in the people, but it's in our space.
It's really a struggle right now with the building the way it is. And being able to have more resources and more space, I think, is really important for us to move forward, not only as a congregation and grow, but also connect with the community in general.
We need to be more accessible. We also need to be more environmentally responsible. That's one of the issues that's nearest and dearest to the hearts of many in this congregation. Whether that's solar panels, whether that's insulation, whether that's better windows. It's all about living our faith in a responsible way.
Well, I grew up as a church musician. We were told as little kids the purpose of the offertory is to give the adults in the congregation a chance to show their connection. The kids would even be given a nickel to put in the plate to show that they were part of the community. So I would just say, you know, give a nickel, give whatever you have. Give something, it'll always make you feel better.
I'm going to try to be as generous as I can for that, and because I want my experience here to be available to anyone who's interested in coming.
Think about the future of our community so that our shared values can continue to be talked about and encouraged.
think about having classrooms in which our children can get up and move around in a clean, fresh environment with air that moves and light coming in.
The same way that we recharge ourselves spiritually, emotionally, through education, through our children, I think all these things really come together in a willingness to commit to the meeting house. We need to do these things because they matter. And if we don't do them, who else will?